He's cooking on a corpse. He's having everyone's girls. He's having everyone's sister, everyone's wife. I mean, I didn't expect this much. There was a little bit of like an innuendo to something going on in a hut. Like, Oda, you're blowing my mind with Kozuki Oden. Thumbs up. Welcome back to Konkurosaki Corner. It's your boy Rex.
What's happening?
I'm your boy Serge. And we're here to bring you our latest installment and review of One Piece chapter 960. Kozuki Oden takes the stage and the bedroom and... Come on!
Takes to everything.
Takes your girl. That's what it should be called. Oden takes your girl.
If you haven't already, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and leave a like. Let's get this rolling.
Let's get this rolling, man. Really, really lovely start to the flashback. We go back in time. We go to a time where it was really... Vegetation was growing. Everything was good, man. And Otsuruju looked good. I could see why Kinemon wifed her. Like, seriously, when I saw her...
So she was a poster girl.
She was a poster girl, man. I mean, go to that page 4 of Jamie's box. I don't know what it is on other sites where you read it. But she's even got the pose like... hey!
If you think about it, she looks a lot like Komurasaki in that one.
Yeah, she does.
She got the same kind of look. And she's on point, man.
Could it be possible that Komurasaki is... been father like, nah, I'm joking. She was born by the... I was trying to think of a way where we could say that Oden packed, because, you know, Kinemon's wife, and Kinemon was so happy that Oden did it with his swords. Like, man, I'm so gassed on Oden right now. But we can see that Otsuruju, she was a woman that was big in the game, big in the town. She was feeding people. But boy, did she have Kinemon under manners. I can see why he married her. She's a strong woman.
For real.
She even gave him the threat. Listen, if you don't pay me back my debt, it's your head, man.
You're going to sell your,
I'm paraphrasing,
organs.
that's not what she said,
I'm going to sell your organs to repay my debt.
That's hard, man.
Yeah.
Get you a girl that will sell your organs if you mess with her. She'll keep you in line, because they say behind every great man is a great woman.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how he became Kinemon the Firefox. Damn, man. And, you know, we've got a bunch of bandits. Now...
Initially, I did think, by the look of them, I did think that it was Shiradoji, Okiku, and Kawamatsu.
See, definitely I would say it's definitely not Kawamatsu, but I wouldn't be surprised. I didn't get the same feeling because I kind of feel like Oda is naming people accordingly and he's putting like the little kind of speech bubble with their title and their names. However, it's very plausible because Shiradoji liked to steal. Yeah. When Oden left, he was a bandit before Oden came and he was a bandit when Oden was gone. Yeah. So, very, very possible. But we see they stole a white boar, which is like a god, which has the whole of Wano in fear.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. We then go forward to another scene where we start to go through Oden's crimes and they really build a great picture of how Oden is from birth. I'm going to read it because this is something I can't paraphrase. I don't want to spoil it. If you haven't read it already, time to go read it and then come back to it, or you could just share it with me. Bloody hell. He really has lived quite the eventful life. Let's see, where do we go? Even as a baby, when he was less than a year old, he managed to fling his wet nurse across the room. By age 2, he was able to catch 2 rabbits with his bare hands. Not quite Big Mom level, but it's impressive. By age 4, he was able to throw a large boulder at a bear, crushing it to death. Now, this is where you're building a character that is, you know, this is the only other person we've seen with this kind of like power at that age was Big Mom. And to an extent, Katakuri, like, you know, he came out outside of her. I don't want to, you know, outside of her genitals, and he walked over and sat down because he doesn't fall on his back. By age 6, he was roaming the red light district, wasting royal funds on frivolities. My guy, Oden. I love this guy. I love him. By age 8, he was getting drunk and starting fights with gamblers. Deal with them. By age 9, even the Yakuza blacklisted him and banned him from entering their casino. My man was going to a casino at age 9 and had such a rep that gangsters didn't want no part of him. He retaliated by setting the casino on fire and practically started a war with them. It all culminated when he was captured at age 10 after he nearly killed someone. So he was a good guy. He wasn't casually killing. He was sentenced to hard labour in the stone quarry where he showed off more of his unique talents. He climbed the ranks at the quarry until he was running the place. He truly is a member of the Kozuki family. So that question, how strong do you think Oden's dad was, man?
For real, fathered him.
Kozuki Sukiyaki with a name like that as well. How strong do you guys think he was, man?
How strong do you reckon the Kozuki family was?
You know what really makes that interesting is it really raises the ceiling on what we expect from Momonosuke.
Oh yeah.
Because that bloodline be, although so far by the age that we've seen, he hasn't kind of matched up to his dad yet. So he was running the place, but after that his attitude changed significantly. When he was 14 years old, the capital was experienced a prolonged drought, the wells had dried up, and countless people were suffering. So he diverted a river straight into the capital, but that only led to the capital getting flooded, so he was ordered to be captured again.
You know, that reminds me of the a bit of a spoiler alert, but remember when Saitama smashed the meteor?
Yeah.
So he smashed the meteor to save the city from being destroyed, but destroys little pieces.
Then, at age 15, while he was in hiding, he got a job at a temple deep in the mountains. It's my favourite bit. Every night, he would kidnap women from the capital and eventually formed a harem. And then his dad's like, the work of the devil. Even though the girls technically chose to stay of their own free will. Now, I think that's very important. I'm glad Oda put that in there because we do not promote rape culture. He obviously took them from the men they didn't want to be with because they wanted to be with him. Their loved ones were enraged. Their parents, spouses, and even powerful samurai attempted to rescue them. But Lord Oden stood his ground and eagerly took them on. That event came to be known as the Harem Revolt. Even the Hyogoro family got dragged into the fray after failing to prevent the fighting. Anyway, at that point, his dad don't really want to know. Just gives him a letter that, he's disowning his son. Like, absolute craziness, man. We then get to see what Hyogoro looked like.
Yeah. He was big.
He's well fed.
He was
well fed, man. A long way from, his hair looks like fire. Like, that was gangster. And, he's telling off Kinemon. Is that Kinemon he's telling off? Yeah, it is.
So he's speaking to his group, I guess, and he's speaking about Kinemon. Stealing from number 4, and he's saying, "Go ahead, you can try take on Kinemon, but I don't think any of you will be able to harm him."
We also get to see Denjiro without a silhouette. Yeah. Now, Denjiro is a very young man at this point, whether he's a teenager or something. But I'm gonna put my head out on blast. That's Kyoshiro. We already know, don't get gassed up on the hair color because Kinemon's hair looks light, now it's dark. I know, Kyoshiro's hair's now light, but it looks dark back then. But I think Oda's he's let us see him, but he's making him wear glasses on purpose.
And something to throw in there as well. If you kind of look at Kyoshiro's, this is kind of a reach. If you kind of look at Kyoshiro's hairstyle, it looks similar to how Kinemon's is now, but a bit tied back.
The kimono he's wearing, it's very much stylistically like him.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. Then we jump to Oden, man. Oden is cooking on a corpse, man. Like, I don't know how... This guy, he reminds me of Luffy in the way that he just doesn't care.
Yeah.
He doesn't really mean offense. He says to the guy, I'll see you in the next life. We'll drink again together. But he's just rude.
At the same time, who else it reminds me of? Zoro.
Oh, what?
Zoro.
Absolutely.
That's
Zoro liked to drink, man.
Yeah.
And the best part about it was that at the end of it, the girls were like, is that how he is? What is with that guy? He's so cool. Now you know why they were going to the harem, man. Like, they just liked him. And we get to see him like face first. So he's a very dark, really hench character. Like, he's hench. Make me look silly, man. But he's really big. He's really strong. He's got a presence about him. And you just like him.
Yeah.
You already like him. He's like, everyone liked at a young point, maybe not everyone, but everyone was bad at one point. Everyone had that urge to do something mischievous. And some people didn't have the testicular fortitude to go ahead and do it. But this guy did. So you can see why people were a fan of him. Like, certain people feared him. The girls loved him. And I'm sure other people wanted to emulate him. He literally, you're already projecting a certain kind of character that is made to rule. He's made to lead. Like, he's a natural born leader. And it gets a bit crazy because we can see that there's a fire bell. Is it a fire bell? Yeah, it's a fire bell's being rang, but it's not due to a fire. It's because it amounted that in the Legend of Wano, if you find one of these rare white pigs to steal, usually their mum's not far behind and their mum's as big as a mountain. And the last time something like that happened, things got destroyed. So people know that it's big trouble. Yeah. We zoom in, we see a few of the boys. We see Denjiro, we see Kinemon, We see everyone like wondering like, oh, what are they gonna do? But we have Oden there who just tells them straight about the real mountain god. I was right. It really showed up. Oh, okay, here we go. That is an interesting story to overhear. I may not know you two, but Kozuki Oden. Blah blah. I want you to give me that boar.
Yeah.
And I get the impression that he's just gonna do the right thing and give it back.
Yeah.
There's something that like he's just a good guy. He's a bad boy with a good heart.
Yeah.
Or
he wants that.
Or does he want to cook it and eat it?
That's a big piece of meat.
I would love to see next chapter as we progress with this flashback. The thing comes and he just uses Conqueror's Haki to just take it out. It would just kind of it would set the tone.
It would demonstrate how much of a conqueror he actually is. What he's able to do how old is he now? Is he 18 at this stage?
I think he's relatively young, or he's early 20s or something. He's young. I forgot. We're gonna have to double check that and get back to you, but he's just awesome, man.
Yeah.
He's built like a brick house. He's got your girl. He's eating on dead corpses, and he's about to handle a big boar god. Crazy. But on a serious note, it really states to me, one, in terms of Zoro, this was the only guy that could tame Enma. Zoro did it pretty quickly, so it kind of propels Zoro as a character to an extent. He got along with Roger, Whitebeard, everyone liked him, and you know there's something Luffy-esque about him. He's a very likable guy. I think this is going to be a very, very, very long flashback indeed.
Yeah.
And we're going to set the tone. If you hadn't noticed already, Oda released on a website, there was a mistake. This isn't 39 years ago, it's actually 41 years ago. So it's 3 years before the Battle of God's Valley. So I think we're going to see a whole... I think it's very important that Oda corrected that. It's a fine detail. So we're going to see a lot of the build-up, which kind of secures that we will see how he joined the Whitebeard crew before he joined the Rogers crew, and what he knew about God's Valley and the incident. But overall, this chapter was a 5 out of 5, man.
Oh, yeah.
The hype train is going strong. They hyped him last chapter. This chapter was even better. I'm expecting the next chapter we're going to see some actions that are going to, they're going to fuel the hype even more. And I just can't wait till next week, man.
Yeah, we're not on a break.
Not on a break.
Still going.
So let us know what you thought about Kozuki Oden in the comment section down below.
No doubt.
If you haven't already,
smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to leave a like for the chapter. And don't forget to share the video. The more you share our video, the more we grow and the more we can give back to you. But from Konkosaki Corner, it's a peace out.